Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, the high rise. Hey, Love Blake. Hey, Erica F. Ciao. Hey, Fatina. Ciao. I named this video Fool. Don't you know that love don't love nobody? Love don't love nobody. But some of us, it takes longer to learn that than others. Okay? Yeah, some of these men, now you know men supposed to be hard, but they such crybabies when they relationship don't go like it's supposed to go. When the woman, I don't want them, I don't like them like they like, yeah, just my thought. How long do it take a fool to learn that love don't love nobody? Cause sit down. No matter how hard you love somebody, they might not love you back. No matter how you love somebody, they might not want to talk to you. They might not want to see you. You know, and love is something that you could fall out of overnight. Okay, you could be with somebody that you thought you loved for a long time, and then you kind of start saying, "Oh, I don't want to go home from work. I can't stand him. Ugh, the thought of going to bed at night with him make me sick on my stomach. He always want to touch me." Okay, before you figured out to get the hell up out of there. But some of these men on here, not everybody on this application, in the grown folk area, they good and grown. Some of them got grown kids. And they be acting like bitches. They be acting like they ain't never broke up with nobody, bold as they is. Barbara Warren. Yeah, it's a thin line between love and hate. You could like them, and then they do the wrong thing. This boy, you better get up out my face. You know, or when you see them, when you hate to see them coming, or hate to answer the phone, damn. You know, avoiding them. Okay. Well, some of these men on here, they whine like bitches. They want to know why. Now, we understand, we used to women acting like that. But to see these goddamn men supposed to be hard, supposed to be ill, supposed to be Crips and Bloods and Vice Lords and I'll kick your ass, nigga, and bitch, I'll slap you and get a damn arrow in the heart and they be suicidal. And one went to the police on somebody today, on a woman. I mean, walked up in the police station, had to go in there and take a seat and write the report out and tell the police what she doing to me. Well, you were just saying you loved her the other day. Now why you want to go to the police? You were just saying you loved her the other day. Why you playing recordings? Why you was recording her on the phone? You were just saying you loved her the other day. Why you on your live on the phone with her for about an hour and a half and telling her hang up? Nigga, you hang up. It's your goddamn phone. It's your motherfucking life. You look like a punk. Do you hear me? Young man, do you hear me? Young man. And you don't, and they tell me you don't left your woman. I don't know if she was married to your woman or if there was just somebody you were living with for years and years and years. And you throw your shit away over some bitch on here. You was that weak. You throw somebody that was in your corner for all them years of your life, through your ups and your downs and your downs and your ups, for a bitch on YouTube and crying like a hoe. You done been busted and everything else you could think of. And you on here crying over a hoe that all the men over here done had that wanted them. A hoe that news, all the men got the news of you. Oh, and you crying over her. And now you done went to the police on her. God be damn, y'all. There's some ignorant shit going on this application. That's why I love that other sector so much, because there is some shit be going on over there. I love it over there. Hey, prayed up. Hey, room shaker. Hey, real low key. You ain't nothing but a born dog. Hey, born dog. Howling all the time. Child. The same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Executive sessions. The same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. Just my thoughts. Supposed to be a hard man. Hey, love Blake. Supposed to be a hard man. I don't like no whining man. I want my man got to be a man. You know, Lee Pep. I don't like no. I want my man to lead me. I want my man, not to tell me what to do all the time, but kind of sometimes put your foot down with me. Cause I run all over them if they don't uh keep me corral. I'll run all over 'em. I want my man to be a man, stand up. I want my man to be a leader. You know, I want to be able to trust my man on decisions. Now we make the big decisions together, and some small ones too. But 9 times out of 10, I want him to rule the roost. But I will if I have to. But I don't want a man that I could just do anything. It's my way or the highway. No, Paulette, you can't do that. I need that in my life sometimes. I need no. I don't need yes all the time. You know? And I can't stand no weak crying ass man. No whining and shit and me. No. That'll never work with me. Period. Okay? I really don't give weak men the time of day, you know, because I can't stand them. Okay? Stack smack. I can't stand no weak ass nigga. I like a man. Hey, Lee Pepper. I like a man to go out there and work. You see what I'm saying? I like to get out there and do it. Get out there and get work. I don't want no house husband. I don't. I would never have that. When I go to work, the house gonna be empty. unless we work separate shifts. But as a young woman, I ain't working no separate shifts and all that bullshit. You understand? But these men on this bitch right here is some of the weakest bitches I ever seen in my life. And I'm from the beach sector. And we have a lot of gays over here. We ain't got many crybaby men over here. If we have a couple, a couple of the guys are crybabies sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, the gay men over here, they're not no crybabies. Period. You know, period. But all these straight ass men that's crybabies that I'm seeing, child, please. Damn. I never seen no shit like this before in my damn life. Them the kind of men I avoid, honey, in real life. Hey, I exit stage left or exit stage right. Or even some cases I have to jump out the damn window to get out there real fast. I'm getting off of that. I'll get to some more of that later on. But let me do my little announcements. Um, Lady Nika will be having her ugly Christmas sweater contest on the 21st. Now I don't know if wait a minute. The data. No, I'm gonna take that out. Okay. 357 is having his sexy pajama contest, and that's on the 19th. And child, that pot is up to 875, I think, right now. And it's gonna be over 1,000. And what they're doing over there right now, they're voting, is it gonna be a winner take all, or is it gonna be like a first and second place, or first, second, third place? They voting on that now. You have to be a member on his channel to vote. But I can't wait till that happens. Um, and they had that charcuterie board contest. Leo the Lioness had that, and they did that the other day. Lady La won first place, and she won $512. KRN King Romanus won second. I don't know how much his pot was, and Demetra won third, and I don't know what she got. But I'm just saying. Um, and there was some fallout over that, and allegedly J Dunn and ODS have fallen out, and it seems like it's pretty serious this time. Allegedly, she said she was going to release some personal information on him. What that is, I don't know. And he banned her, so she can't, be going back over there. So J Dunn got another ban, honey. Okay, and this is some news like for R. Kelly fans. He has been moved to a federal prison, and the name of it is Buckner. Buckner Federal Prison. He was moved there last Wednesday, and that place has like 770 inmates in there. It's a medium security prison, and maybe I think he'll like it there better than where he was at. Okay. And some of the people that's in that prison is Joe Exotic, and Bernie Madoff was in there until he died. So, and I think the Unabomber, I think he's in there too. So hey, he in there with some heavyweights, but hey, R. Kelly's in a heavyweight because he got some heavy time. Okay. And another thing, I told you guys that the president had commuted like 1,500 people's sentences uh, last week, and I told you guys that there would be some people on there that like people was gonna have people looking at the president side eye. Well, one of the people that he commuted is there was a judge. I can't think of what state he was in, but it was a judge. I think in Minnesota, seemed like Minnesota, Pennsylvania, one of them places. And he, back in the day, he was taking bribes from like these juvenile detention centers. He was taking bribes to send like the poor youth there so they could have more youth in there. And plus they was using them as workers, like to build things, like maybe like the state needed something built. They was like there was free labor. And so he was getting money for like each juvenile that he put into place. And it happened for years and years and years before a whistleblower told it. Okay. And he was a judge. The man was a judge. So he had control of all these kids, like for the whole state. And he was selling them to the juvenile system, like to be locked up in the juvenile facilities. And they was working as children for nothing, like throughout the state. Well, when the whistleblower came forward and then they went to trial, it was some of those children that had like been grown to adults. Some of them had committed suicide. Some of them had turned to drugs. Some of them just did all kind of other things. Well, see that the children that were involved, a lot of them, and hopefully all of them, they received money. Like their family got money for that because they was like convicted like wrongly. It could be something small that a juvenile did. Like juveniles do commit little crimes, but it ain't nothing for you to go to the juvenile detention center till you get to be 18 years old over some petty crimes. Well, honey, this judge had a long time. And I think he got sentenced like I should have made notes, like in '08 or something like that. But child, he got commuted, and a lot of them parents are having a fit. Do you hear me? But there's nothing anybody can do now because the man has been commuted by the president. Like that's the highest commute you could get, you know. But that's the main one that caught my eye. And I'm sure some more will be trickling out. Guys, people that have been imprisoned and was commuted because it's going to be some that that's going to get a lot of publicity, and so far that judge is the biggest one. But I'll keep my eye out, on the news and looking, you know, to see if I see anything else because I know out of 1,500 it's more than one. You know what I'm saying? They got out. That people feel like they shouldn't have got out. Okay, you hear me, Stacks? I'm filled them up. Hey, real Mama Fifi. Hey, Jay Parrish. Hey, Vibrant. Hey, Janice. Hey, Ken. Yeah, I'm on live. Do what you gotta do. Okay, that's my grandbaby just came in. One coming in. Well, both of them still here. My great grandbaby still here. You know how to come. They have to come through here and check the kitchen out every day, just about. Okay. All right. I think I spoke to everybody, and let me get my notes because I ain't been on in a couple of days. Hey, Ganny, close my door, Ganny. Ganny. Now everybody acting like they can't hear. Ganny. Oh, everybody got deaf, I guess. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me get in my notes, chat. Let me get in here. Okay. Now I was at Lemons one night. It was a couple of nights ago. And different people was up on the panel, and Uppity, she was late getting there. And I guess her lemma made back up. I don't know. But she hit the panel and she started talking about like just crazy stuff that did not have anything to do with what was the topic or the topics at hand. And you know, a lot of time when people be over there, they have been drinking their spirits. And then it's over in the late night hour. You never know how long a person might be drinking, you know, and everybody grown. Well, Sheila E., had been, doing Sheila. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But Love up they got up there talking about she grown, she done raised her kids. Y'all need to be telling Lemon what to do and just crazy stuff. She was just talking crazy stuff. And so she got cussed out and got down, okay? And like, I was putting in the chat, bitch, you can't tell nobody what to do and how to raise no kids because you got two of yours took away. So how is you gonna tell somebody anything about anything? And plus Lemon ain't got no kids. Well, he say he ain't got no kids now. He might have 50 for all I know. But from what he told me, because I have asked him, he say he ain't got no kids, and he have told other people, have asked him that didn't know. He say he ain't got no kids, so I just thought, but I got to go back. But he could have 50 for all I know. But how you gonna tell anybody anything when your life is out of order? How you gonna tell anybody anything when you come on here drunk damn near every day? How you gonna tell anybody anything? Okay, well then Envy, he hit the link and he had a young lady with him. She was a cutie. Well, Uppity was up there and she gonna say the girl had a mustache and something there and jumped down. The woman had a pretty mouth of teeth. She said she was like in her mid-30s. And she told us a little bit about herself. A child, I think he was damn near grown, like 18 or something like that, and blah, 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 blah. But the nerve of her to throw a slug at a total stranger. And then, well, he might be paying him. But the girl didn't deserve no a roundhouse back kick from a total stranger. That she didn't know the girl wasn't ugly. The girl had all her teeth. She wasn't sitting up here looking like fat ass, stinking, nasty, unfit uppity that ain't got no teeth in the front of her mouth. The nerve of her. It's stupid. Envy, I don't give a fuck about Envy. I don't like him from back in Misunderstood Day. But Uppity got her nerve. The nerve. Looking like a walrus. Looking like a walrus and shaped like a walrus. Shut my door. Yeah, looking like a walrus and shaped like a walrus. And stinking and got a filthy house. Boop, boop. She ain't gonna let the door stay closed. If she keep it shut until she get here. You can shut it, but I know she gonna open it back up. My great grandbaby cannot stand my door to be shut. Okay? And my granddaughter tried to shut it just then and she pushed it back open. So right now it's closed, but she ain't going for that shit. She pushing that door back open. But yeah, but it's just the nerve. She's so ignorant, ugly, and hateful that she can't help herself. She got to strike out at anybody. Because she could have sit up there and just chill. Don't nobody miss her from hitting the panel. Because she always got something ignorant to say. But I was in that chat wearing her ass out, and everybody else was in that chat wearing her black ass out. Do you hear me? We skimped that whore. Because this just don't make no sense. And then when the first time she went up there and was talking about Sheila E. and Lemon, now she done had all this stuff to say. But she's going to say, before she got down, that she was late getting into the chat, into the live, and she didn't know what was going on. You know, so why are you up there talking? If you just not come into the live, the first thing you're gonna do is hit the panel and just start talking crazy shit, because that's what she was doing, was talking about some shit that didn't nobody understand. What the hell you talking about? And then when you come back up there, Envy up there with the young lady, which was not an ugly young lady. She was a cute, you little chocolate drop. She wasn't ugly. Then she gonna say that to that woman about a beard or a mustache, and then jump down. And then she gonna jump her black ass back up there and say she apologized to the girl, but she was team whatever that other girl that Envy had a couple of weeks ago. How'd she team that girl and she don't know nothing about that other woman? That woman wasn't on the panel with Envy but one damn time. So how's you team anybody? That first girl Envy had on there could be an ex-murderer. All we know. But now if I was just a person that had to say who was the cutest, the second one was cuter than the first one. But the first one was cute. But I'm just saying, I hate to have to write them and stuff, but I ain't team neither one of them. I want to see the next one he come with. Because it'd be something different. But I hope they ain't dumb enough to release too much information about herself, because you know how these fools do. They'll ask you 100,000 questions if you dumb enough to sit there and answer, which I don't agree with. I don't think they should do people like that. But hell, I ain't running nothing. You know what I'm saying? But at least Envy do get out the house and show us that he do go out and meet people. Don't ain't nobody else over here doing it. The most research, and I see more of meet people that we get to see. I get to see outsiders more than over here. But I enjoyed seeing Envy moving around. That's just me though. Everybody ain't got to agree with me. Hey, Lady Dimples. Hey, Money. But I can't stand uppity. Okay, I can't. I can't stand her. And I don't know what damn fantasy damn land she live in, but it ain't in America, honey. Now let me see. And okay, and on that same panel, because Lemon, he got ready to go because I think Lemon was tired the other night and he was ready to go. And then, different guys started coming up there. It was like men talking and stuff. And before the lab was over at the end, honey, Talon drug Emmy, and I was hollering. Talon drug Lemon. I was so happy. I laughed about that. I said, look at old Talon. But yeah, he drug uppity, but he like uppity. He always say he like her. But I think she kind of pissed him off when she went at that girl talking about she had a mustache and stuff. The nerve of her, bitch, you got a mustache, hoe. But he got her though. And I was funny. It was funny for him to get her. And let me see what else I see. Wait a minute. Okay, now Whitty, I went to the now I'm behind a couple of days, so I gotta kind of catch y'all up. I went by the captains and let me see. Y'all, the captain, the ship been rocking. Do y'all hear me? Ooh, that ship been rocking, honey. It still hadn't settled down over there, but I hadn't got to that part yet. So Let me see. Okay, and it's a lady named Gina that be's in be on the ship with us. She be all over. But she's Team Queen. Queen 88. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know that Queen 88 got a baby back, the captain, and they are on very bad terms right now. Well, for some reason, Duck, my man Duck, he told it on Gina because Gina be in other chats and she be talking about the captain. And then, when he was telling on her, she hit the link and her and Duck went back and forth. And she said, yeah, I'm Queen, damn, what they call it? Oh, yeah, I'm these states and this and that and da da da. She was going on and on and on. And Duck was dragging her and she was dragging Duck. And then she jumped down, but she just kept dragging from the chat. And so then, like when the captain be live, if anybody else live, like they call them the ops. Well, if anybody else is live, she be over there in their chat telling them everything that the captain them doing on the ship. And then she still be in the captain's live. And so now that everybody know that she do that, everybody have really been reporting on her and keeping, giving her flack in the chats, okay? Well, when she was into it with Duck for busting her out for being everywhere else, talking about the captain, she gonna send she sent captain uh like copies of her cash apps. And she had cashed out Broadway like over $700. And she gets mad at Broadway because Broadway won't make up a Queen 88, like give her a 360, and that's like to make up or to start all over. And he's really mad at 88 right now, and he's not fooling with her. But then he was saying, why is you putting that up there? You into it with my brother. You ain't into it with me. And so then he got pissed off and he started putting in the chat that she had been trying to get him to fly to Vegas to see her. And then it came out that she had been sending him pictures of her in lingerie. So when when her and Broadway got into it, allegedly, now I don't know how the captain got the pictures of her in lingerie, okay? But he got pictures of her in her lingerie. And he was saying that she got a square booty and stuff. And people was they were putting a SpongeBob SquarePants in the chat and all that kind of shit. Y'all, that was a mess. Well, Gina is like up until today, she's still swinging for 88. That's 88 girl, no matter what nobody say. And she's making it very clear. And she's getting, she's jumping on these panels and in these chats, and she's swinging for everything she know. And they just body slamming her. I wonder when she gonna get tired. Whew, oh my God. But she is out there fighting her heart out for 88. But another thing I found out, remember when they went to Vegas, when Vegas Gate, the last one we had with Nestim in 88, when she got there, she was saying that one of her subscribers had picked her up. Well, this is the lady that picked her up. Come to find out, this is the lady that picked her up, okay? And she's still over at Broadway. She was on the panel earlier, going back and forth with them about 88. And I don't know when this is going to end, but I'm just sick of it. Okay. But honey, 88, she is in your corner. That woman love you to death. And she out here fighting everybody, everywhere she go for you, child. I'm just saying. Ooh. Let me see. And Wu was up on the captain's link and she was dancing and stuff, doing her thing, regular thing, twerking and all of that. Well, she got into it with IGT and Mahaya, and they had a drag fest, and she lost. Wu lost, but Wu started it. She reached out in the chat for IGT and Mahaya, and they went up there and they tore her ass up. Okay, and royalty. Wait a minute, wait. And I went live. That was the last day I went live when it came out about Dovey and K Fit Court. Well, later on, after I left, did my live, I went to Bizarro's and Dovey was over there, and she said she was still saying fuck K Fit, and she said that paper goes both ways. Let me see. And she drug uppity and a lot of different stuff, but she kept saying that paperwork, it goes both ways. So I don't know. I guess I won't know until the 27th if Dover really had a court on the 27th or not. But we'll see. But the last thing, because see, I hadn't really been over in the beef sector a whole lot. But the last thing that I heard from Dovey Lab when I was over there, that she's supposed to be going to court the 27th. But it seems like that restraining order, I'm thinking it's going to stick, you know. So, Dovey, you need to read that restraining order that the judge, gave that judgment that he gave her, because you're not really supposed to be saying anything to that woman electronically, and that's like on YouTube, and you're not supposed to be really talking about her. And it's enough content creators out here that you could beef with. Just leave that one alone. Don't say nothing about K-Fit and don't say nothing about Roman News, okay? And nobody that they cool with. Just stay away from that shit. Because you don't want nobody else to take you to court. Okay, now I'm going to the Mo3 sector. Straight like that. It's a lady named Peaches that's been all over the Mo3 beef sector. She been in different camps. They say she been wanting to run plays and be barred of plays and all of that and all of this. Well, a big old kerfuffle went on the other day. They were supposed to been doing a play, but come to find out that she had flipped on straight like that. They supposed to be dating. Like, she was dating Booster, but now she's called herself with straight like that. And honey, she flipped on him, and they been on the on lives. She be on the phone with him. He be telling her to leave him alone. Will you hang up the phone? No, you hang up the phone. That high school shit, and it's been a mess. Okay, and his feelings are really, really hurt. He say he love her. He has been whining for days now. Well, today, honey, I guess she won't leave him alone. And he went to the police on her. And he went and sit down at the table and was talking to them police, telling her his problems, child. Okay. Now, he done went from crying. He done went to not wanting the woman out the phone, and he was still on the phone. He been playing recordings of what they talked about on the phone. Instead of saying, normally I don't record nobody on the phone, but I started recording her because I started feeling like she wasn't right. And all of that China shit. Okay. It's been a mess. But today on the episode, child, he went to the police on her. Okay. And I don't know what she got to say. I got to get back out there and see what her side got to say, child. And then when people was talking about they think that's straight like that woman had left him. Well, when I went to Bimps, the people had come over there and they were saying, yes, straight like that woman left him because he was messing with Peaches. Now how you gonna leave your woman, let your woman walk off and leave you over one of you two women? And if y'all have seen each other, it ain't like y'all have seen each other no enough times for you to lose your woman that's been in your corner for all these years. But it looks like you did it, fella. And I don't know if you're gonna get her back, child. Is that why you crying? Cause you left your bird nest on the ground. And your little bluebird and flew away. Your little bluebird, you trying to put your bluebird in jail. Huh? Oh, boy, please. And then different ones got up on Bimp's panel and saying they had news of the Peaches lady. The mayor said he had them. He said he'd even asked her for his her news. He said she just sent them to him. And see, Duke Pharaoh, that's where I found out that she had news out months and months and months ago. I was at somebody live. I don't know whose it was. He was showing her in different, like lingerie, uh, different places, different forms of undress for him. And he said that she used to be on live, him and her doing the FaceTime stuff. And he said that he would whack off to her every morning and she would play with herself. And I don't know how long that went on, but that's what he was saying months and months and months ago about her. And he was showing as much as he could on the screen of her in different parts of undress and her laying out in the bed and all kind of stuff in different lingerie. Now I seen that with my own eyes. Now I didn't see her nudes, but I seen her in all kind of lingerie. And then he was showing all their messages and stuff. Now Duke did that. That's the first time I seen her in undress, in lingeries and stuff like that. And he was showing different parts of her body, that had like marks on them, like a cut mark or bullet mark or whatever. He was showing even her scars. See that right there? That's what such and such happened to her. And this, he was doing like that. See, I done seen on her clothes like that. And that was months and months and months ago, way before Straight Like That got her. And them let her run him crazy. But the people that, damn. And then come to find out, because a lot of stuff has been coming out on Princess, because she be behind stage with a whole lot of different people, texting, calling, and all that kind of bullshit on Instagram, all them kind of grams. And honey, all them people that she been on there with have been dropping her receipts, honey. They've been dropping everything they got on her. And the PI lady, Peaches, the one that he in love with right now, she circulated a picture around with him of a big fat gay guy with long fingernails and said that was him. She had people thinking that was Straight Like That. And now he all in love with her. And done lost his woman and all that kind of shit. And on here crying like a hoe. And on here going to the police say, boy, you look pitiful, dude. And the other day on Straight Like That panel, Straight Like That had asked Mayor, did he think that he was a snitch? And Mayor said, yeah, you a snitch because I got your paperwork. I read it all over here in the Mo 3B section. Everybody over here know you a snitch. You turn on your guys that you got busted with, dude. And then this other guy asked him, did he think he was a rat? And he told him, yeah, I think you a rat. That's what Mayor was saying. Mayor was answering everything, yeah. 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 I was hollering. Do you hear me? Let me see. Yeah, wait. Okay, Mayor said Peaches in here. Okay, I got that. And I did that about the two guys asking if they think they was a rat. And Book bet Mayor $1,000 that he did not have the paperwork on straight like that being a snitch. And everybody know he got it, the paperwork. And they would say, man, don't make that bed. And they were telling them like that because everybody over in Mo 3 sector, beef sector, uh they have been in the live when um the mayor showed the paperwork on Bill, I mean on straight like that being a snitch. And then the most hated blogger, he had called one of the guys that straight like that snitched on. And see, we was all there for that. But Book gonna bet him $1,000 that he ain't never snitched on nobody. And ain't no paperwork out there. Well, Bill, I mean the mayor, he sent it to Book, and Book never did come up with that $1,000, child. But Book, that was a dumb bet. But he bet him that, child. And let me see. Let's see. Okay, I've been told about that. Okay. And the other day, a couple of days ago, child, it was a mutiny on the ship over there with Captain. What happened was Toya, she's a content creator for the Mo3 beef sector, but she's not very active. You know, she I see her in chats and stuff, but like as far as hitting panels, she really don't do it. But when she do hit it and she been drinking, ain't no telling what might happen. Well, this is what happened, okay? Broadway went live early one day, a couple of days ago, when he was on the vertical live. On the vertical live, only one person can hit the link at a time, okay? But when he went live, as soon as he dropped that vertical live in his community page, Toya hit the link. And Toya was turned up. She was laughing and having a good time, okay? But the next thing I know, wait a minute. Well, the next thing I know, no, the captain, he was on his vertical live. And that's something he don't do. But when he did it and dropped the link, Toya hit the panel. And she was giggling and laughing. She was just so having a, talking about she was drinking Don Julio or whatever she was drinking. And she was turned up. Well, it wasn't that many of us in the live. About 50. Well, the next thing you know, Toya, she was like sitting with her legs open. And then she like got on her back and was start dancing and stuff, all over, doing all kind of exotic, robotic, or whatever kind of dances. And Captain was sitting there with his mouth wide open. He was loving every minute of it. Okay. He was biting his lips and all that kind of bullshit. Well, Roy T was in the chat. And Roy T didn't like that shit at all. Okay. So of course she was dragging. And she wanted him to drop Toya so she could come up there. And he was supposed to have been going to live stream so anybody could come up there. Well, I guess he was so excited or whatever, he messed around and went into the vertical again when he entered that live, okay? Then it went to a vertical again. And Toya come hit the link first and she doing the same thing. And Royalty was really, really mad. And, she was talking about Toya kids. Well, then uh Captain, he stopped that live. And then he went live on StreamYard. And of course, Toya was doing the same thing. She was on her knees, she was on her back, she was doing the do. But I've seen Toya do shit like that before. She might not do it again for another 7 months, but when she feel like doing some crazy shit, she do some crazy shit. Well, Royalty got up there and you talking about how she was talking about how she was gonna do so many things to Toya. And Toya was just laughing and just singing and doing the same thing, gyrating all on the floor, on her back, on her knees, on her, every kind of way you could think of. And you want it like this, Captain. You like this. And Royalty was going ballistic. And then I think Callie Kitchen hit the link. And it was a mess. And so I run over here and I say it's a mutiny over there on the ship. Mutiny is when the shipmates overtake the ship. It'd be they throw they go against the captain. Well, that's what was happening over there, and Captain started throwing motherfuckers overboard. Okay, he wasn't putting the plank out there. They wasn't getting about the plank. He was just throwing bitches out in the ocean. Okay. Well, them bitches were swimming back, and they were climbing up on ropes and shit, getting back up on that ship. And he was started throwing their asses off the ship. And I was getting my LIFE. Do you hear me? Okay. Excuse me. That went on for hours and hours and hours and hours. Okay. And Royalty was lit the whole time. She was just out of her body. She was wanting to hurt Toya. Okay. And Toya was still getting her life doing the same thing. All on her knees, all on her back. This how you want it. You like it like this. You want it like that. Ooh, child. Y'all had to be there, child. Now, I did come over here and tell y'all to come on over there because there was a mutiny going on, okay? Well, the captain came on the next day. And he said that he was going to do a live. He was on Vertical that morning. And he said that he was going to come back on and he was going to do a live. And he was going to go through all them lives that he had did the day before and who talked about kids first, okay? Because Walter kept saying it wasn't about the kid. It wasn't about me being jealous of you or anything. I'm upset because you talked about my child and this and that and that and this. And so she started dragging Toya kids to death. Okay. But I didn't say nothing. I was just in the chat still speaking. But hell, I already know what happened. Because I was in them first two lives and I know who talked about who kids first. But you don't need to have to say nothing every time, even though you know the answer. So the next day when he went live, he said that he had pondered and he said he sit there because he didn't want that kind of shit going on in his live no more. Being up in turmoil because of the shipmates that he have over there. And he said he was going to play them lives for everybody to see so we could see, the whole crowd could see who started talking about children first. Well, Roger was saying you ain't got to do that and this and that. And he said, no, we're going to do this. And so he went to his Vertical live and he went down through the chat and he was listening to Toya, which Toya was up there having a good time, twerking on her back, doing everything she was doing. She was up there having a ball. She wasn't stunned about no kid. Well, Royalty did say something about her child first, her kids first in the chat. Okay? And it is what it is. It ain't no different than you could say it. Royalty, you was mad because that woman was up there twerking and the captain had his tongue out and he was in a daze. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't throw Toya off the stage. He let Toya do that till he went off. And his live, the main live was like almost 6 hours. So there was 6 hours of him up there lusting, you know. And Wu can't never stand for nobody to get attention. Cause she have been saying she want to get Captain some because he have allowed her back on the ship, which he is not gonna touch Wu with a 10-foot pole. Okay. Don't nobody want her bumpy thing. Okay. But when Toya was up there doing her do, getting all the attention because the men on the panel was, yeah, right there, baby, and do that, Broadway and all them. Woo woo, and some of them couldn't even say nothing on it. Because it wasn't number P right in the screen, okay? I'm talking about the Pussy. Well, the men loved that, okay? Even though she had on shorts, you could see the print of everything. Wasn't nothing hid, okay? Well, honey, the men was loving it. Well, Wu couldn't take it. She went and put on some short shorts and started twerking. And she twerked so her legs was shaking because she was tired. But the captain kept on putting on music. He wanted her to twerk till she couldn't twerk no more. You see what I'm saying? And everybody got tired of looking at her because they done seen her twerk 50-11 times. And hey, Wu, one thing about it, men, okay, Wu, it could have been a woman up there in a maxi dress and you twerking. I bet that woman in a maxi dress would have got more money if they was putting money on the floor. Because, bitch, you don't leave nothing to the imagination. And ho, you twerk everywhere the men be at. You twerk everywhere. It's a crowd of men. And a woman could walk right past you in a maxi. Okay? And a maxi dress is down to your ankles where they can't see nothing. But sometimes them women have more men than the women that's revealing everything. My sister dated a guy for years, and you know what he liked? Women in maxi dresses. He said he would love to look at their ankles when they walk by. And you don't see that. You don't see many women in maxi dresses. Okay. But see, didn't very many people know that was his excitement. So, Woo, you could have been up there twerking your ass till it couldn't shake no more. But if a sister or a cute white girl or an Indian girl, Jamaican or Chinese would have walked by you in a maxi dress, showing just a little of that ankle when they walk, he'd have thrown his whole wallet at them. Sometimes it's good to leave things to a man's imagination. Okay? They don't they don't want their woman gyrating for the whole world to see. They want that gyration in the bedroom, baby. They want their woman to be covered up when she go out. Okay. And you ain't no little 21-year-old thing that's running around here with your best body right now. You in your mid-30s, ho. You got 9 or 10 kids to come out your boots. Don't you think you don't flash that thing? Oh, no. It ain't got you nowhere yet. You ain't got nowhere to live. Shaking that thing ain't got you nowhere to live. Showing that thing ain't got you nowhere to live. But you could bet it's a bunch of these women walking around here in these maxi dresses that's got somewhere to live. And they ain't showing everything they got. They ain't shaking it all over for the world to see. Sometimes it's best to cover up. especially when you get to be in your mid-30s and you got a grandkid, that grandbaby that you've been holding lately because you've been over there bumped up with your daughter. It's your daughter trying to be out there. Their cute little stuff on. She probably too ashamed to shake her ass like that. I know my granddaughters don't shake their ass like that. I put some money on it. It's a time and place for everything, baby. And YouTube will not be the place where I'd be shaking my ass like a salt shaker, putting it all up on the wall, showing these strangers, getting them pictures of my thing. And they talking about it's bumpy and all of that. You ain't got no shame. You a heathen. You half raised. But you're not the only one. It's a lot of whores on there that's half raised. And you just hope for no reason. See, they ain't got no be shy, ain't got no sense to be shy. There's so many things don't make no sense. These are grown women. You know, grown. That's for young folks. Young folks make mistakes like that. When you in your 30s, you don't make mistakes like that anymore. You know, ain't got no shame. You know, who raised you? You know, who raised you? There's some things wouldn't dare do when I was young because I would never want nobody in my family to see me performing in that way. You know, it just don't make no sense. I'd be too ashamed to even think about doing it. But they'll never change. They're gonna keep shaking their ass for YouTube and have empty pockets with nothing but limp in them. You know, empty pockets. You know, and you know what full of you know what, and I'm talking about that thing between their legs, full of you know what. That's it. Just a dump. And how you gonna teach your kids anything? How you gonna teach your grandbabies anything? When you sitting up here, you it's I would just think if your mama did something like that and you was a teenager. That's embarrassing. That would be hard to live down. A lot of this stuff people doing on here. Damn. I got off my subject again. Let me see where I'm at. Oh, Jade went live the other night and she was driving SD to jail. Her and one of her friends. What he did, I don't know. But she went live and she was driving him to the jail. And when she got to the jail, she said, "Well, I'll see you guys later. I just pulled up. I'm going to drop his ass off." So I don't know if she dropped him off at jail or what. But evidently he's out because he hit MHB panel yesterday. But I'll get to that. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to is okay. Everybody been talking about Kwani's camera slip. I did not know she had a camera slip, but Tracy, I looked on her community wall because I got a notification, and when I went to it, it was a picture, and I'm not going to tell you no lie. I thought it was fucking Noble. I didn't know it was Kwani. You know, because I didn't look at it hard enough. I don't know what I didn't do. But when I looked at it, I thought that was Noble. But then when I read some of the comments, it said it was corny. And I was saying, damn, I thought that was Noble. And then Bertha May put it up on her. I got a notification from her. And when I got it from her, I put in there, ooh, child, honey. First time I seen this at Teresa's, I thought that was Noble. And then people started tagging me saying they thought it was Noble too. I promise I thought it was Noble. But hey, um, my bad. That's all I can say. But I don't know what live that was on when she had a camera slip. I ain't been caring about trying to figure it out. Okay. Well, the BIP is gonna have a Mo3 um, award show, and it's tentatively scheduled for January the 1st. When I learn more about that, I will let you guys know. Okay. And Tracy, I don't know where she got it. She had got into it somewhere, I guess, with Brian and Dragon, but she drove the hell out of both of them. I don't know where it happened at because I can't be everywhere. Cause Brian don't really go to Lemons, but he do be at Jay Wilson's, and I know Tracy be over there. But I don't know if Dragon be over there. Well, she might have got into it with Dragon over there at Lemons, and she might have got into it with Brian over at Jay Wilson's. I don't know. But she was dragging the hell out of both of them the other day. Okay. And Bertha May, she's been dragging Rodney. You know, I thought they was okay, but evidently not, because Bertha May have done some lives on him, and she have been dragging the hell out of Rodney. Rodney, I don't know what's going on with you guys. Um, but and she tried to talk like Rodney, and it's hilarious when she do it. And now Lemon do the same thing, child. Lemon is a best. Do you hear me? He be talking like, oh, well, he be talking like that, like Bertha May be doing. If y'all haven't subscribed to Bertha May, please subscribe to her. And because she is funny. And right now, as far as I know, me and her on good terms. I love her, and I think she kind of like me a little bit, but I'm sure she'll get me one of these days, and I'm sure I'll wind up getting her. Okay, it is what it is. Oh, child, but yeah, Bertha May, honey, she be marking Rodney, but she been dragging Rodney for a couple of lives. And I had seen her because Rodney had her blocked, but he unblocked her, and I seen her in his chat. And I think I seen him in her chat a time or two, but I don't know what happened, honey. But Bertha May have been dragging the hell out of Rodney. But see, I hadn't been on Rodney, so I don't know if he's dragging the hell out of her too. Because Rodney can drag too when he want to. Okay. Okay, let me see what else. Y'all love Bertha. I like seeing Bertha May. Let me scroll down. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. I don't know why this thing be doing it. Okay. Yo, Bertha May, honey. Okay. Okay, now I was at Broadway's. He didn't go live for a couple of days. He went live yesterday, and he went live today. He's live right now. But on the live yesterday, he was talking about Toya kicking it over there at the Captains, okay? And And Broadway, honey, he was liking what he was seeing, child. And he was over there talking about it and stuff. Well, Toya wound up over to Broadway's last night. And she was, of course, in her giggly mood, you know. But honey, the haters was over there and it was off with her head, okay? And Toya, she was study laughing and people was coming up there dragging her. And she was just laughing. And Wu was up there dragging her. Then other people got up there. And Isha got up there dragging her because she seen Isha go in the chat. And so Toya was saying, Isha hit the link. And then Isha hit the link. Well, then shortly after that, her husband hit the link. And Isha had told Broadway, don't let him up here. But Broadway, of course, let him up there. And so Isha's husband started asking Toya a lot of questions. And Toya was answering him. And his wife, Isha, which is H-Town, is Isha's husband, okay? And Isha was, yeah, and this and that. And he was really, listening to what she was saying. Well, then her and Isha was into it in the meantime, and Isha was saying something about Toya ex-husband liked them young. She kept saying that to Toya. And I know what she was talking about. Okay? And what it was, Toya's husband is in prison now because he was blanking her daughter, okay? And she turned him in when she found out about it. Well, Isha was saying that, yeah, Toya, I know your husband like me young and this and that. Well, see, when she started doing that, Toya started dragging Isha's son, which I would have drugged her son too, because everybody know what happened to her daughter. So to me, you dragging my daughter. And then when Toya started dragging her son, then Isha and her husband started attacking Toya. And I thought that was some weak sauce. Because don't start worrying about somebody dragging your child when you done drug mine. And you know my child has been through some trauma, that sexual trauma, and you making a goddamn joke out of it. So, bitch, I'm gonna drag your little boy. And I don't give a damn who like it. And I don't give a damn who don't like it. Because you talking about my child's trauma. Okay? And I don't give a damn. You know. And it is what it is. You fight fire with fire. You kill my dog, I'll kill your cat. Okay? And that's just the way Paulette is, okay? Like it or not. You ain't never got it like I don't give a damn. Okay? But you ain't gonna say nothing about mine. And I don't say nothing about yours. It don't go like that. And then don't you start crying like no hoe when I start talking about yours. Or when I kill your cat. When you done killed my damn dog. Well, of course, he should start saying to Broadway, she talking about my son. And then Mr. Houston, she talking about my son. And I was putting in the chat, she started talking about Toya child first because she was talking about how her husband liked them young. What that mean? When the man done abused her daughter. And the man in prison right now for doing that. Because that's against the law. And Toya did right by turning that bitch in. And the judge did right by sending his ass to prison for raping a child. Okay? But anytime you talk about that trauma, a bitch gonna get on your head. Okay? And it is what it is. And it was what it was. Okay? Well, them two bitches got up there and see, I don't care for them no more. It pissed me off. Okay. Don't start none. It won't be no. Okay. Until you keep it up, Keep having you some fun. Cause look, Toya is a single mother that's raising her children, trying to do the best she can. Don't forget to tell us how funny birthday May was. I almost laughed my ass out. She needs. I love Bertha May because she talks that shit. Do you hear me? I love her. But and another thing when they be saying, like, if you tell a mother that you need to be a better mother, you wouldn't have lost your children, or you need to worry about raising your kids, you need to be worrying about this. That ain't talking about your kids. That's talking about you. But see, in these sectors, if you say something like that, they say you talking about their kids. That is not talking about their kids. When you call somebody unfit, that is not talking about no kids. That's talking about you being unfit. Okay? And when you saying what kind of mama would be sitting up here twerking with her ussy, that ain't talking about nobody kid. That's talking about your ass being a mama, a half-ass mama, twerking with your legs wide open for all these men to look between your legs. Okay? But that ain't talking about your kids. Okay? When you talk about somebody sent their kids to sit on paperwork to school stinking, that ain't talking about your kids. That's talking about you, bitch. Because you was too drunk to get your kids up and send them to school with a bath. Okay? When it's saying in the paperwork, your kids were so stinking that the other kids didn't want to sit around them. That ain't talking about your kids, bitch. That's talking about you. And that's in the paperwork from the courts, bitch. Okay? And that's as plain as I can get it. So a lot of this bullshit that people be talking about, people talking about their kids, it's not talking about their kids. It's talking about the unfit, no good, bottom of the barrel, bitch ass mamas that's out here and daddies. Because it ain't just the goddamn mamas. Well, the daddies at. Well, y'all ass wasn't there to get them back. Them kids are bad. You put them in there. You put them in them. You don't care about them. Evidently, you don't. See what I'm saying? You ain't got to live in the same house to be a good parent. It's men that don't stay in the same house with the woman that come and take their kids to school every day to make sure they get there. Or do they need anything? It's a way to do a whole lot of shit. Or drop by the goddamn school to make sure they ain't stinking. Because you had a baby by a half-raised heathen. See what I'm saying? And do the challenge to get your goddamn child out that situation. Because you had a school behind you, bitch. Like I said, it ain't just the woman, it's the damn man too. The court should not tell you that. The court should not tell you to be a man. My child over there in nasty situations. When the last time you checked on your kid? Bitch ass nigga. Hell, piss me off. Bitch ass. Okay. Let me see. All right. I went by pastors yesterday, child. And it was ON. Do you hear me? Uh Heat was up there. This Heat. And y'all know she hate James, okay? Well, this Heat was out of her body going at James. She was doxing him. Talking about he didn't go to like cosmetology school, he didn't go to fashion school, he ain't no beautician. You remodeled that regular house when you moved in it, all kind of stuff. What James hit the link and say, "What the hell you talking about? Tell me what you said. Why you up here doxing a lie? That's not my life. I did go to fashion school. You can't do that online. I did. I was a beautician for years and years, and he named the salons he worked at. And I ain't remodeled the house that I moved in. The house I'm in right now. That motherfucker was remodeled from top to bottom when I bought it. So what are you talking about? You up here doxing and you're lying." And then this he started throwing Honest Rowe and Brian and everybody else up in the conversation. And Brian Honest James saying, "I ain't talking about them, I'm talking about you with this doxing stuff you was doing. Tell me to my face what you was saying." Well, he never did. And she finally left. Well, then Brian came and he was talking about James brought him up, but James didn't bring you up. He brought you up. Okay? He brought on this row up, you up, and others. Well, James went live today and he said that in so many words, no more Mr. Nice Guy. And he was talking to Pastor. He said, because you let that girl sit up there and dox me and this and that and that and this, and you've had a lot of things to go on your, YouTube journey, and I've never spoke on them. For instance, when you lost your page, I didn't talk about that. When your Jack and the Jack ringtone and that other ringtone went off, I never spoke on that. He named a couple of things he never did speak on. He said from now on, as far as him go on his YouTube journey, and like he said, he could have made a whole bunch of money doing it, talking about it, but he chose not to. He say from now on, and no matter who you are on YouTube, since he don't get the same courtesy that he give other people, that he will be talking about whatever the hell it is that's going on YouTube. He say everybody else making that goddamn money on everybody else trauma, embarrassment. He say he's gonna make his money too. Okay, Claudia, tell me the truth. He say he gonna get his money from now on. He ain't gonna not get his money, you know, cause he say his money on the floor and he gonna get some of it. I don't blame him, but he have been nice for years and years and years. Not to talk on a whole bunch of shit, but people will go over there. They're gonna run over to mothers because we would love to hear his point of view. So, child, there's no holds barred now, honey. And like he said, Pastor, just like you always say, ain't no friends on YouTube. And you getting ready to see. That's all I had. It is what it is. The Beef Captain Podcast, it is what it is. You know, everybody for themselves. Okay? Everything out and open. Ain't nothing left to hide. You know? So, that's what's going on that part. I just want to let you know. And if you haven't listened to the cleanup, it'd be a good idea to get over there because, honey, he had over 1,000 in that chat. And I kept blowing the whistle like party time, and I was putting the numbers that was in the chat. And Rodney, he told Rodney to come over there, and he talked to Rodney, hey, you finna start catching some stray bullets. He telling him, trying to make his YouTube journey easier, but there's only so much you could teach a person. They got to learn on their own a lot of time. But at least you did tell him. Um, then Honest Row, allegedly Honest Row did a live this morning on James, and the night before, him and Brian was up there talking about James allegedly. Well, James drug Honest Row and Brian today, and then Honest Row dropped in the link in the chat, and he let him come up on the link and let him, they drug each other. Okay, so it is what it is, you know. And of course, Ness thirsty ass attempted to hit the link, and James said, "Honey, hell no, hell no. When you seen that 1,000, bitch, he wasn't letting you come over there and get none of that glory, bitch. You ain't honest, Rojo. You seen that thou wow and you got excited. You thought you was gonna come over there and get some of that. Nope. He is not gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. Like you say, ho, you got him blocked anyway. Bitch, he would never. He don't play like that, bitch. You been hitting all kind of panels, ho. You been hitting all kind of panels, bitch. Why you ain't been back over in the Mo 3 set, ho? You didn't like how they treated you over there Broadways, bitch. Pizarro don't get treated like that over there, ho. Pizarro don't get treated like that over there, bitch. Pastor let you up on his panel a couple of times, ho. But you don't be talking all that out of your side of your neck over there either. Because he'll drop you like a hot potato, ho. Swamp donkey. Pitiful. Let's see that 1,000. She thought she was gonna get her stinking ass up there and get the cuss with James like he let on this row, ho. No, you ain't on this row, ho. And he's lets Brian up there when he want to. You ain't Brian, ho. You ain't bringing nothing to the table but a bunch of lies. And child, he left Pastors, and she went to Crystal's, they say, and tried to dox James. Crystal dropped her and blocked her. You hear me? And then she went over there. She seen Uppity was last. She went over there doing the same thing. And James dropped at the sky. And James told Uppity to drop that goddamn link. But see, Uppity, you don't know how long James was in the clouds. He heard you too. He said he heard you too, bitch. But he had her to drop that damn link. And James say he ran like she had on gasoline draws, child. But honey, he ran like James say he ran like she had on gasoline panties on it. And James, he even telling that you ain't no stud. Ness turned you out when she ate your coochie. Girl. She said you ain't no little boy, you a little girl child. But I said that when VS had you to strip yourself and show her who you was, and she took a picture of you. She stripped you right out of your clothes. Child. VS did just talking to her. And she stripped all the way down. Girl took her panties off and everything. And let BS take a picture of her. As soon as she did, she put up on the screen and then lipstick alley got it. Child. She sent VS a email that had her name on her dumbass. And she talking about she a good doxer. You ain't no good doxer. You dox yourself. And J Dunn had already got you anyway. When Ness had that wish list, that first wish list, because you went under there in your real name. Dumbass. I'm talking about you a good doctor. You be doxing yourself, child. You not anonymous no more. People just ain't want to dox you. But they been had your shit. You could be a never land act like they don't heat, but they know who you is. Everybody do. They know everybody know your name and stuff. When you moved, that didn't make no difference. You didn't change your name. Hey, Brick girl, that didn't change the name you were born with. Hey, Vanchella, it is what it is. But he was so mad last night. She couldn't hardly talk on Jay Wilson channel. She wasn't even taking no breaths. But she be doing that, She when her and Ness be getting into it, she do that. But I hadn't seen her and Ness get into it in a long time now. But she couldn't hardly talk. She'd be so mad. But ain't no sense of getting that mad on YouTube, child. But she can't stand James, honey. She can't stand him. But James just be having fun with him. James don't give a damn. But like I said, James said, it's all hoes barred now. So we gonna see. He gonna be giving some good life. But let me see what else on it. And Broadway, like I said, he was live when I came on here. And the captain had hit his link, and King James was up there, and honey, he was dragging King James, him and Duck. And I don't know how that ended up, because I said if I didn't go live right then, I wasn't gonna go. I was gonna miss another day of going live, and I don't want to have too many in a row. Oh, and Pizza. Her name is not Pizza anymore. It's Pizza. She's dropped the P and added a B because Broadway is her YouTube husband, child. Shut your mouth and keep on talking. And when I left Broadway, she was in the chat and she was speaking to her main man, Broadway. She was at how you doing, husband. She was doing all that in the chat, y'all. But pizza, I want to not pizza, pizza, child. I want to know how you going to handle them more three ladies. Because he got a lot of hoes over there. And he don't like his hoes announcing themselves like you do. Bizarro. He like his hoes silent. So I want to see how them Mo 3 women is going to take you coming over there saying that he your husband. Let the games begin, baby. I can't wait to see how them women over there is going to take this bullshit. Because you know what? You think it's a game, girlfriend. Ooh, child. I'm gonna see how this shit play out. Cause he got some hoes in that house over there. Do you hear me? Pizza. I'm calling you just like you want to be called. Pizza. I'm I'm calling you just what you want to be called, Pizza. And yesterday when he went live, I'm gonna tell you how low down I am, okay? I can tell you better than anybody else can because I did this shit. Okay? Because I'm full of shit. Now he talked about every damn thing in the world except you announcing that he was your YouTube husband. And of course, me being the low down bitch I am, I said, oh, 357, because I called him 357. I said, 357, you talking about everything. except pizza saying that you her man. Do you hear me? And he put that shit up on the screen. And he said, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to talk about it now." And he said a couple of words, but then he went on and changed the subject again. You hear me, Lisa? He changed the subject again. But you know, Paulette was back in that chat, typing that, doing that bullshit that I like to do. And of course, other people caught on and they started doing it too. And he had to start telling that you made an announcement that he yours. But I got to get back over here and see if them bitches over there done tore your head off. Yeah. Girl, I got to get back over here and see if them bitches over there done tore your head off, honey. I want to see if you can hang with them bitches over there. Get on that panel and let them see if you hang with them bitches over there, girl. Okay. I can't wait. I hope it ever happened since I've been since I've been over here, child. But y'all, I think that's it. I had to catch y'all up on. Well, honey, I can't wait to see how Pisa gonna do over there. Pisa, I'm tell you what. One thing you can't run. If you get over there, stay up there. Don't run like me. And then like, hey, if you get whooped today, come back tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? They're bad guy, and you know they gotta have to get you. Okay, don't run like this. Okay, if that's your man, if that's your you two husband, you got to do like me. See everybody over there. No duck. Duck is mine. They don't mess with me about that man. Do you hear me? And don't nobody mess with me about him. Okay, so you got to get that shit. Hey, you got to get it. Written in stone. And when you get it written in stone, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Pizza. Okay. But child, I'm gonna get off of here. I've been on here hour and a half. Okay. Got an hour and a half. I did that quicker than I thought. Usually when I did that quicker than I thought. Hey Brick Girl Haley. Let's see if who else. Unfiltered Murphy. Who else? Claudia Vanchella. I think that's Tammy True. Yeah, I guess spoke to you. The Beef Sector Podcast. That's everybody. And of course, my lady Dimples with her bad self. Just stay in trouble all the time. Yeah, I think that's everybody. But child, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I had a good time, but y'all know I got to get back out here in these streets. And I got to get over to Broadway to see if them bitches done hey, did they let Pizarro get out from over there with her head on her shoulders, child? But I'm gonna get out of here. But I just want to let y'all know what the things I've seen and catch you up on that. And let me tell you this here too. Last night at 357, Mink Mob, her crew was over there, and Chanel, it's a lady that's really cool with her, that's in this in Mink Mob's group. And honey, she was bad everybody off that panel last night. Do you hear me? Honey. But the royalty, now I'm gonna tell you this here, royalty, the little drunk one, she bought royalty down. The royalty brought her ass back up there. Royalty said, not today. And she said, and then Chanel, she said, girl, I like that. She said, you the only one that brought themselves back up. I ain't gonna mess with you no more because I know, she cause royalty will. Now you drop her, she about herself back up. But she ain't finna do that for nobody else. She ain't gonna bow nobody down and all that, but she will bow Somebody buy her ass down, she'll buy her ass right back up there. And that girl, Chanel liked that. But Chanel bought off a lot of people. And Wu had dropped before she could drop her. And she told Broadway to keep that money for the next time Wu hit his panel. That's for the bad end. So, you know, she left money on the floor. But honey, she was busy man down last night. And when I left too, they was allegedly, I think Meek them had got into it on in the chat on the vertical live, and then Broadway went live on StreamYard, and he was looking for all them to come over there. But see, Bimp was still alive, and I seen Mink over there and a lot of her girls. And Jackie them was at Broadway, so I don't know if they'll be over there later on or what, or if they're gonna all wind up over at Bimp's. I don't know. But I will be looking out here in the streets, and if I do see the girls fighting, honey, I will come over here and do a short live and let you guys know if you want to see them girls gang banging, because they have, when they bump heads, okay? So it seemed like everybody was out moving around, but they like in different camps right now. But ain't no telling what happened in an hour and a half that I've been on here. So I just wanted to give you that little tidbit. So I might be back later on to give some little short lives. I don't know. Oh, and another thing, after Toya did all that dancing on her back and on her knees and twerking, um, her and Captain are supposed to meet up on the 31st, and the 31st is his birthday. He's going to see Toya. She lives in Ohio. Okay. He in St. Louis, and he says he's going to bring in his birthday and the new year with Toya. I wonder what Roger them got to say about that. The shipmates. We'll see. As soon as I find out something, I'll tell you guys more. And I'll see you now next time. Ooh, chat. Ooh, chat. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Ooh, chat. Let me get back out here in the streets. Ooh, chat. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay.